Marvin stands before the mirror, his fingers gently stroking the proud, thick curls of his mustache. He adjusts his round spectacles and contemplates the day ahead, feeling ready for any challenge. Leela bursts into the apartment with a grin, holding up a bright... The alarm's humming was the only sound, cutting through the eerie silence of the museum's grand hall. Silas crouched behind a marble pillar, checking his watch, midnight to the second. Time for the plan to unfold. He whispered into the comlink, eyes sharp, team. The Van Gogh isn't going to admire itself. Across the room, Leela perched by the security panel, her fingers dancing over the keypad with practiced ease. Beep! The heavy steel door clicked open silently, the final barrier between them and the priceless masterpiece. Silas glanced up, spotting guards rounding the corner. Change of plans, he murmured, drawing his smoke bomb. A sudden burst of smoke filled the hallway, confusion spreading like wildfire among the bewildered guards. Leela slipped through the chaos, sliding the glass case open with a glinting tool. The Van Gogh's colors gleamed as she lifted the painting out, replacing it swiftly with a near-perfect replica. Package secured, exfil route. Silas's voice was calm, betraying none of the tension. Jax responded from the roof. Rooftop extraction ready, deploying zipline now. They moved as one, silent shadows navigating the maze-like corridors with military precision. Suddenly, a motion sensor blinked red. Leela froze, heart racing. "We've got company." Silas grinned, pulling out a mini EMP device. "Count on me to jack the system." Lights flickered and alarms silenced. "Go," he urged, leading the sprint to the roof. Jax caught them at the edge, hooking the zipline harnesses in place with mechanical efficiency. One by one, they zipped away into the night, the city lights blurring beneath them. Safely on the adjacent building, Silas breathed out. "A clean job, team, like clockwork." Leela held up the painting, marveling at the success mingled with disbelief. As dawn broke, the city woke unaware. Tonight, the legend of the clockwork caper would quietly echo through the streets. At the stroke of midnight, Emma heard a soft knock on her apartment door. Curious and cautious, she approached slowly, peeking through the peephole. There was no one there, but a cold breeze whispered through the hallway. Suddenly, a shadow flickered in the corner of her eye near the staircase. The city never sleeps, especially under a curtain of rain that smears neon signs into ghostly whispers. Detective Marlowe lit a cigarette, the flame flickering as he stared down the glistening pavement. "Another night, another case," he muttered, the smell of smoke and wet asphalt filling the air. A mysterious woman in a red coat appeared through the mist, her heels clicking a rhythm of urgency. "I need your help," she said, voice trembling just enough to catch his attention. Her brother was missing, vanished without a trace from the dimly lit jazz club downtown. Marlowe agreed, drawn to the case by more than just curiosity. There was something off in her eyes. The club was a smoky haze of secrets and muted saxophones, shadows flickering in every corner. He questioned the bartender, who spoke in riddles and glanced nervously over his shoulder. A matchbook dropped on the floor caught Marlowe's eye, an address scrawled hastily inside. At the location, a rundown warehouse pulsed with danger lurking just beyond the cracked door. Inside, Marlowe found a stash of stolen paintings and a note that chilled his blood. The note warned of betrayal, signed by someone who once called the city home. Footsteps echoed. A figure stepped into the dim light, the missing brother, worn and wary. "They set me up," he whispered. "I was the fall guy for a bigger scheme." Marlowe's instincts kicked in time to untangle lies from truth before dawn. They devised a plan to confront the real mastermind, meeting back at the jazz club when the clock struck midnight. Under the watchful eyes of faded portraits and mournful melodies, the culprit revealed themselves, the bartender. With a quick draw and steady aim, Marlowe ended the night